Good morning, everyone. It's Yazzie here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get you your reading today. Don't mind my hair, I just got out of the shower, but um, there's a lot going on in the world. If y'all haven't seen, I'm sure you know. I know. And we're gonna take a deep breath, and we're just gonna see what the message is for today for you. Whether it's a day, afternoon, whichever. But there was something that I wanted to bring up as well, where as I have been kind of gone for a bit, I've just been living in my life, and there was a bit of a revelation I had in regards to manifestations. So the thing about when you manifest what you want or what life you desire, you start in your heart and in your mind, right? Depending on the heart and mind are supposed to work together in tandem, right? But the other part of it too is that once you have those manifestations, 111, have those manifestations in your life, it's still a part of the spiritual path when you actually live in your manifestations, 123. And that's part of the spiritual journey, right? Because you can sit here and just manifest and keep having it in your heart and just, putting the energy out there. But if you don't actually live in your manifestations and actually go out in the world and do all the things, now that you have all of the resources, 144, or whatever it is that you wanted to manifest in your life, then that's part of it. You're kind of like blocking your own spiritual end of it and not actually living out in your manifestations. So that's kind of something that I've been doing, and I kind of have noticed as I've been living out in life and going back out into the world and kind of just, live out your manifestations. You asked for these things, you wanted these things, so now it's time to actually live in them. And it is part of 222, part of your spiritual path. It aligns with it. It's still oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? 234. What's the word I'm looking for? It's still you're still on the right path is the point. You're still in the spiritual end of it just as much as you are in the physical end of it. Because yes, we are still in this physical world, right? So that's something I wanted to bring up that I've started to learn as I'm going through my own transition and transformation. And I know that you all are as well. So hopefully that helps someone to kind of understand that don't just be all in your heart and your head all the time. You actually have to be out in the physical world doing stuff, living the manifestation too. But let's see what the cards have for us today. What do we want to talk about today? What's the message today? 3, 2, 1. I just heard the word anarchy. I mean, sure. I think we're all feeling that. I know we're feeling that a bit. But what else? What's going on? What's going on in the cards as far as like the message? The message that we need to know. What came out? 2 of Wands. 3, 4, 5 as I looked up. 2 of Wands. So again, and we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom. So again, it's this 3, 5, 4, your manifestations, the things that you have planned out, the things that you've been looking forward to. You're seeing it now. You have that world in your hands, your world specifically, that you've been working towards. You've been preparing for this. And as the Queen of Wands, regardless of your gender, you know that you have the power to bring forward whatever it is. You have that confidence, you have that passion, you have the connection, 420, you have the connection to the universe and to the divine, but you also have to be rooted and grounded in that physical world as well that you've been manifesting for yourself too, right? It can't just all be all spiritual or all physical material world, right? But what else about it? Oh, okay. Well, that just flipped out of nowhere. We have the 8 of Wands. Right, it's coming in. It's accelerated. It's coming in quickly. Very quickly at that. And it's a lot of fire energy, so passion, 456, as I say that. So it has to do a lot with, there's communication with it. Accelerating your values is what I heard as well. So like there's something in regards to the things you value, the things that you individually, let me make this clear, not what you've been taught to value, what you yourself personally as an individual value. There's an acceleration on that in the physical world around you. Like it's starting, your inner world is starting to reflect. It's starting to reflect back to you in the physical because you've been doing all that work, because you've been going through all that manifestation. So now that you're here, 543, you're living in that. You're here now, and it's accelerating very quickly now because you've done what you're supposed to be doing for your path. What is it exactly? Is there any specifics or any values that we want to highlight here at all? Oh, I got 2 flipped cards. All right. Okay. We still have the Queen of Wands at the bottom. She's very strong today, but we also have Justice and the Queen of Cups that both flipped over together. So your empathy is balancing out your own emotions, the fact that you see yourself in a better light, and of course the Queen of Wands at the bottom is that too. It's this balance of, you're balancing your passions, but you're also balancing out your love, your care, your compassion, your empathy. It's balancing out, and whatever you've put back out, it's coming back to you in the way that you had manifested it. And it may not everything is always exact the way that we want it all the time, but there are times where it's damn near close, isn't it? Right? 654. And that's where we're at. And you're also balancing the self-love for yourself and choosing you, which is why the Queen of Cups is here. Because yes, and I've stated this in one of my other messages before too, where yes, she's loving and empathetic and understanding, but notice how her cup is closed. And if you ever look at the King of Cups, he has an open cup. But the Queen of Cups, as far as the cups go, she's the only one with a closed cup. She doesn't just all of a sudden start pouring everything out, because again, she still uses her intuition and her own sense of discernment, much like the Queen of Swords. She uses her own sense of discernment, but in a different way of where to put her energy and where to give it as well. And that's where the balance comes in, where the justice comes in, and it's coming in quick now. Because as we still have the Queen of Wands at the bottom, you see yourself, you know who you are, you know what you're doing, you know what you're here to do. And because you've decided to hold fast in the values that you have as a person individually, everything's coming together now. It's coming together in the physical world. It's manifested for you. What else do we need to know with the time that I got? Anything else? Anything else? Ooh, what's this one? Yep. Oh, and here we go. We also have the King of Wands at the bottom. I've been seeing lizards a lot lately, if you see the lizard and the salamander on the bottom. But what flipped out was the 8 of Pentacles. You've been putting in the work. You've been doing what you're supposed to. And you've been doing it not just in the spiritual end, but definitely in the physical and material world. And in the 3D world. And maybe even in your finances. You're starting to understand that yes, there is a spiritual end of it, and yes, there's a lot that you have to do in a spiritual end, but again, you have to also work in the material physical world as well, because again, that's what we're in right now. We're in that physical material world, and if it's out of balance, you can do all the spiritual work and manifestation and everything all you want, but if you're not doing what you're supposed to in the physical world, what's it going to matter? It's not going to be balanced. It's not going to work out in the way that it's supposed to, because you're putting more time and energy into one aspect as opposed to balancing out for the rest. And I heard the word leadership, and here we have the King of Wands at the bottom, and he's very much a leader. He's someone who very much takes lead. And when you combine that with the Queen of Wands, who we had at the bottom, it's balanced. You have that balanced sense of passion and drive and motivation, but you also have that leadership within you as well. So you can do it, and you have been doing it. So continue to do that, and make sure you still love yourself in the same way that you love others. Okay? But I hope this reading helped. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your support. I love you all. Drink water. Have a wonderful day. Please breathe. It'll be okay.